take a ride with me. We'll go to another galaxy. I want you to get fly with me. Away we'll go. Floating on cloud nine. You tell me your dreams, I'll tell you mine. Just let the stars align while the moons aglow. Galaxy, just you and me. Our souls are free. We can do what we please.
Peace. I hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to the first episode of Interviews with Ashay, and today we have a very, very, very special guest. I've known this individual for 24 years. We were separated by 28 months, I believe. I don't want to tell you too much about this individual because I want this spiritual individual to tell you about themselves. So with that being said, I'm gonna pass it off.
My name is Mariama Gillespie, but I go by ThatGem. And my name is ThatGem because I am a Gemini. The gem in I, a gem is like a diamond, something that shines bright. And diamonds are only built under pressure. So yeah, that's why I'm ThatGem.
So tell us a little bit about your creative background of leading up to becoming ThatGem and what you're doing now that's shaping what it means to be ThatGem.
All right, well, back when I was in 7th and 8th grade, I was gifted this keyboard. And with that keyboard, I taught myself how to play the piano. And I also got a guitar. And I also love to sing. In my high school years, I used to go to this group on Wednesdays called Oak Park. Used to hear because I want to make a more positive impact. I'm a part of this writing group. We meet every week, and we have a topic, and we're supposed to write a poem about it. And also on Sundays, I write poems, write little journal entries in children's church, and we rap those over beats, and I freestyle with my cousin. And yeah, I just try to incorporate, because I work now and I'm an adult, I'm 24, like I have responsibilities now. I try to get in where I fit in, but I always have to make time for my music because that's something that keeps me grounded.
And so also with that being said, what are some of those things that have inspired you in your city? Like what places did you go to growing up? What creative spaces were you in that kind of inspired you? Who did you encounter?
Aside from, this music stuff, I also like to draw and, create pictures. And I started that at Juxtaposition when I was a kid. I also participated in Hollywood Dance Studio as a kid. I was in lots of programs that helped me work on my craft. I went to a school in elementary called Wise Charter School. I was a part of drum and dance corps. With African drumming and dance, and I got to visit a lot of places that helped me become a well-rounded artist, I would say, or get a perspective from each type of art. My grandparents, they're national storytellers, and every year since I was born, they've had the National Storytelling Festival. So different artists, different storytellers from all over the country come and we gather in Minnesota, and we tell stories, or we pass down history through their storytelling. And I've gotten a chance to be a part of the class to become an apprentice to do storytelling in the future. So also I'm in the choir at church, grew up singing in the church. So I feel like if you a singer, you got church in your background. Like that's a must. It doesn't make you less than an artist or a singer if you don't have church in your background, but it helps. And personally for me, I think it gives you just a grounding with God and that gift. So yeah, those are just a few places.
For sure. And so what other inspirations did you have? Is there any specific part of the city that you were in that kind of inspired you? Were you on the north side? Were you on the south side?
Already know. North side, we outside for life. Let me tell you something about where I grew up. Like, everybody's always talking down on the north side like it's just some big dangerous place that nobody gets along. But in reality, we all grew up together. Before there was all this gang stuff, we was outside flipping, making music, making dances up. Boys and Girls Club, North Commons, Farview, Falwell. Come say hi. Y'all, this is my son. He's joining up. This is Baby Jim. You want to spit a couple bars? You see my slime, and you know that me and my family one of a kind, and you know that his name is Moon, but he's a star, so he gonna shine.
His slime is stretched.
Yes, go upstairs, go, baby. All right, go. Didn't I tell you to go play with that at the kitchen table? So please do that. Okay, now, Wise Charter School, Nellie Stone Johnson, KIP, Ascension. Ascension, I need y'all to hear that. That is a school in the north side. It is called Ascension, meaning we rising above all this stuff, all these ideas of who we are as a
Harvest Prep.
Harvest Prep, Lucy Laney, Sojourner Truth. Like, it's real history on the north side. So yeah, that's what it's. Those are the places that inspire me, getting to be around all kinds of kids from different backgrounds, and seeing the different talents that emerge from that. So,
and
those are my inspiration.
And so the last thing I would say, what is something that you want to leave with the generations to come as you keep your creativity going? What is something you want them to learn from you so far?
I want them to learn to always be true. Keep God first. That's the main thing. Second, always be true to who you are. Don't go off of what anybody else expects you to be. That's between you and God. Don't let nobody tell you who you are. You tell them, you show them who you are. And I want them to know that they always have support. Like, I'm one of those artists, I want to interact with people. My art, I'm not somebody who's just trying to do this to get fame, all that. I want to connect with people. I want to talk to y'all so we can interact. Y'all gonna get my Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff down below. But I want y'all to know y'all got a mentor out, a mentee, whatever the woman name for a mentor is. But I'm here. That's what I want people to know, that they got people who are around their age, who understand what they're going through, what they've been through. And I'm here to be a light to help.
Being that you are taking a break and you're just focused on writing, who are some of those inspirational artists that reflect the same style that you have?
I would say Rex Like Raj. That's my first guy. Like, he has this ability to make it like he just connects to your soul, but it's not like in a basic way. He's not talking about drugs, guns, money, like having sex with multiple women or men, things like that. He's talking about stuff that really makes you want to be a better person. It empowers you, it makes you. And he talks about real stuff though. It's not like it's all just roses and sunshine. But when he talks about that, it's in a healing thing where his music makes you feel like being healed. And then we got Mr. Smino. I love Mr. Smino. Like, he preaches, but he talks about good stuff, but he does it in a way that just makes you be chill. Like, you can smoke to his music, like, and it's not in a you can just vibe and chill and you still get a positive message. You don't feel heavy after that. Tink, I'm a hopeless romantic, and I just love, Tink is somebody who can sing, but she does it in more like a rap way. She's one of the female, she got that. I just really enjoy her perspective on love. She keeps it raw and cut, and yeah, I rock with her. I wrote it down. Pierre Bourne, he's a producer, but he also raps. Like, he's an artist that's unmatched. Like, I love the way he makes his music. It creates his albums, like the transition, it all creates a story, and you just gotta be willing to listen to them. And there's many stories within the big story that he's telling. It's a way, he's just a storyteller. And then Erykah Badu, that's my soul sister. Like, she's black power. She's a black queen. She makes it okay to be who you are. Like, from my perspective, she doesn't care about the fame. That's just something that comes with her being her whole authentic self. So, yeah, those are just a few.
Is there any way that you go about collaborating with artists? Are there any other Minnesota artists that you spent time with or actually collaborated with them that have impacted you in any way on your journey?
Yes, well, I gotta shout out to my cuz Tanzil, aka Taz the Spaz. Y'all need to go check him out on SoundCloud. TAZTHE$PAZ. And bro, that's somebody who, while I may not be in the studio making music, every time we link up, we're listening to beats, we're freestyling. Like, that's something, like, iron sharpens iron. Like, I can say I've gotten better at freestyling because of him. But his music, like, me and him, we have songs that we made, but we need to just get in the studio. Like, that's really it. And then, we got brother Ashe. Like, he got the fire music. Make sure you follow him on Apple Music, Spotify, Ashe Shangoye. He gonna spell that for y'all at the end, and he gonna put a link below for all the artists that I'm gonna name. But I want to collab with him, but I feel like I gotta grow a little more spiritually before I can hop on a beat with the mastermind. Like, that's just where I'm at. Some other artists I want to shout out is Pookie, Zelly Star, the whole. I gotta
Day-Day.
Hakeem,
Day-Day.
Day-Day, yep, Davaway, but they're a whole group.
Young Hustle movement.
Yep, they've been nominated. Like, so make sure you check out their music. Some other Minnesota artists, man. Namir Fear Bluebone, he makes music, but he does live shows. Like, he's so bro. I would love to collaborate with him. I would love all of the artists in Minnesota to collaborate with him and Philly Urban, so that we can make Philly Urban has the ITS Fest. I would just love for all the artists, like all of us that grew up together. Y'all know what it is. We need to come together and help the youth, because we got some fire talent in this city. It's some St. Paul artists, man, and it's because I don't listen to them as often, it makes me sad. It's a NLU, them NLU boys. they lit. And it makes me sad because those are some of the artists that had to go through pain to create what they created. But they're carrying on their past brother's dream, the brother that passed on his dream. And that's just, I've been peeping at it, and I'm not even from St. Paul.
We kind of talked about how you identify as an artist, but I know you can fit a lot of boxes. Is there anyone that you prefer to be titled as? Just an artist, a storyteller?
I have to go with the title storyteller because being a storyteller, that can mean all types of ways. Art is a broad, like you said, it's a broad thing, but you can storytell in many ways. A picture tells a story, a song tells a story, anything that's artistic tells a story. So I'm a storyteller.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere that the crowd can find you if they want to find you on maybe other social media sites, or if they want to find some of your material?
You can find me on Apple Music at ThatGem, THAT, no space, GEM. You can find me on Instagram at THATGEM_. You can find me on Twitter at URFAIRYTALE_. And you can find me on Facebook at Mari G, MARIG.
Mari, thank you for tuning in and sharing a little bit about your experience with us. We may end up having another interview where we dive a little bit deeper into the history. You threw a lot of names out there. We can't just be throwing out names without explaining who these people are, because we got a lot of crowd members who may not be familiar. So we're giving us your time, all right?
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
All right, peace. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Turn up.